What's up, guys? We are back here in another episode of American Truck Simulator. As my mouth goes crazy, this is episode 40. And I didn't finally. We only had, if you guys remember in our last episode, we didn't have that many jobs out of Lubbock. We only had like 5, and I think when I loaded in this one, we only had, whoa, I didn't see the other. We only had like 4. So, let me just do this real quick. Is that the trailer brakes? No. Oh, it is the trailer brakes, I think. I don't know. I must have messed with it too much. I was gonna try the trailer brakes thing, but I couldn't find it. So we only had like 3 or 4 jobs now, or 5 jobs. We only had like 3 jobs, and they were all different, which was awesome. Let me get my life, get my truck out of here, and then I'll get back at it. So we had the only one that was going east instead of going back to where we were already at, which was California, Arizona, and Nevada. So I got back, and well, before I get to that, before it was just to like Atlanta, Georgia, and I was like, it was like 1,000 miles or so. I was like, well, if that's the only one we have to do, then that's the only one we have to do. But I haven't played this game for it's been quite some time, actually. It's probably been about 10, 11 days. So, but since I uploaded last, wasn't very long ago. So, so I got back into the game, and I can't show you what jobs are available because we're currently on a job, but you just have to take my word for it, I guess. There was Lubbock to Nogales, which I think is in Arizona, and then Lubbock to Savannah, Georgia. Instead of Atlanta, it was Savannah. And then there was Lubbock to Oklahoma City, which isn't that far away. It's about, from Lubbock to Oklahoma City is probably about, I think on the game it said like 400 miles or something. 472 miles. Not exactly sure on the mileage, I'm just guessing. And then I saw one, so there was, yeah, like 4 jobs available. And then it was, let me change. Lubbock to, where are we going? New Orleans, Louisiana. So, yeah. So we're gonna be going to New Orleans, which is how long did it say? Next rest stop, 13 hours. It's gonna take 37 hours. And, well, yeah. 24-hour, it's a 24-hour job, 940 miles. So we're gonna have to stop and sleep. In about 13 hours. I did put in another mod, less cop spawns, so that, you know, the cops don't spawn like every other vehicle is a cop car. Let's see if that mod works. And then let's also check our map real quick. Where are we at? So we're gonna be going, I've been to this area over here. I'm surprised they don't have the city Midland over here anywhere, but it's back here somewhere. I want to say it's like right here somewhere, or maybe even closer to the 20. Like, yeah, like right here. So we get back on the 20. We're gonna go through Dallas. There's some sleep there. We can discover Little Houston. I don't think I want to go. Well, I can't. It's not that far. Just go straight in. I don't know. I'm just trying to look for sleeping spots. And then that's New Orleans, so they got a 7-Eleven there. So I'm judging by the map, 13 hours are probably, we might have to stop here, or maybe we can get to here. And if we can't get to there, we'll stop here. It all depends on, because I thought there'd be a lot more sleeping locations. I mean, there are some, but they're all at the scales. So, Mobile, where's that at? Jackson, Mississippi, Arkansas. What is this one? That's Georgia, and this one is Alabama? I think so. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't know. Load. Oh, it's not going to load. I was about to get a sip of my beverage. My Diet Pepsi. And they finally took out the aspartame that was in it that everybody was talking about to me for years. Not for years, but for probably months. You drink diet whatever, it has aspartame. That's worse than sugar and blah, 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 blah. Well, now I drink it and it doesn't have sugar. Something replaced it. I don't know what, but something replaced it. Probably something else that's bad for you, but for now, it's aspartame free. So don't bitch at me about it. But, what have I done in the last couple days? I watched the boxing. I like boxing. The Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I thought that was a pretty boring fight. I mean, Canelo Alvarez had his. I mean, he had it by like the 6th round, and then from 6th to the 12th round, it was pretty boring. And they know they already have the fight, so they're just running around in circles and making it boring. I think they should go like they used to go. Just go, everything you got till the 12th round or till you knock the guy out. Don't stop because you know you already won the fight, because I think that's dumb. But that's not going to change my view of the fighter. But as far as boxing goes, I think that should be a rule or something. Just go until you knock him out, or just go until you knock him out. Not wait until it's a split decision, or not a split, but read the cards and you're obviously gonna win the fight. Don't pass me, buddy. I'm barely maintaining my lane. So yeah, I've been wanting to play this game. It's just I mean, it's always been my excuse for this game is, you know, setting it up. Do I want to set up this, or do I just want to just plug in a controller and start playing Rainbow Six Siege? And that's what it's been. But I noticed that I get a lot more views on American Truck than I do. Like, I upload an American Truck episode and I'll get, you know, like 30 views within the first couple days, and I'll upload a Rainbow Six on the same day as the American Truck episode, and it only has like 5 views. I just enjoyed playing that game. Maybe I should just go back to playing the game. Not so much recording it. Just go back and, you know, keep playing it with the people I play with. I don't really play with the people I played with probably like a month ago. They just, you know, got busy with life, I guess. I don't know. And our schedules are kind of different now. I mean, I used to stay up. I mean, I still stay up all night, but we used to play during the day a lot, and, you know, always show up at a certain time at night. Now, most of the time that I get on, it's normally, I mean, most of the time I record American Truck, it's always past midnight. But even if I record Rainbow Six, it's always past midnight. And the guys I used to play with are, they were like around 9 or 10 o'clock at nighters. Because now I go out a lot more often, and when the bar closes, I typically help out my my friends who are working. You know, like stay past close and help them put up all the chairs and clean up all the, not anything on the floor, just clean up all the tables, and you know, just help them out a little bit. So I help them out, and then I typically don't get home till like almost 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes. So then after I get home, after I do everything I gotta do, I typically don't start playing games or doing anything on the computer till probably around 1:30, 1:45. So how many hours we go? Whoa, 11 hours before I go to sleep. So this was the first one we were gonna stop at. We'll just continue. It's a city, I think. Whoa. Is this our... No, it's Abilene. Abilene is coming up. I should not be in the fast lane. I wish the cities were a lot bigger than what they give them. You know, that we went from 1/20th scale to 1/35. I just wish the cities were a lot larger. I couldn't give you... Whoa, what was that in the street? I couldn't give you a number. Like, I wish I were 1/40th, you know, because I really don't know. But I just wish the cities were a lot larger, you know, had more buildings than just what they need, which is, you know, like Beazer Homes, Union Pacific, 7-Eleven, Walmart. You know, just, I don't know. I think you guys know what I'm saying when I just wish the cities were a lot larger, because they're very tiny. And Lubbock is a very large city, span wise. It's a couple miles, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know how many. I don't know about a couple miles. It's probably like I don't know. I don't even want to give a guess, but it's pretty large. You know, it's like going through San Diego or Los Angeles. They're, you know, on this game, they're only like 2 miles, not even 2 miles, like a mile by a mile. And when you're going by them on the freeway, they were like a half a mile. But if you look at the map counter, they're probably about 2 miles, 3 miles long. In the game, but I just wish I'm beating the horse to death. But I just wish there were bigger cities. That's all. And so I saw the New Mexico map, and it's not Carlsbad, New Mexico, like I said in my last episode. That where they have the alien. I don't know why I completely blanked on the city, but it's Roswell, New Mexico. Everybody knows that. I don't know why I said Carlsbad. I know Carlsbad is a city in New Mexico. It's kind of like right on the border. It's like right in the corner where New Mexico and Texas meet each other. Right in that corner of Texas. That square part. The right angle part. But yeah, I don't know where Roswell is, but they were showing a lot of alien stuff, and I don't know. I think New Mexico's a lot more than alien things. Roswell's mainly alien things, but I don't know. I don't know what I want it to be, but I don't want the entire place to, I mean, like I said previously, a new state isn't, one more new, 4 states isn't going to make me want to go back to the regular map. Obviously, when they release New Mexico as a state, I'm going to have to update the coast-to-coast map so that the, you know, New Mexico is normal when it does come. I don't know when it's coming. They say the summer. So whenever it does come, because right now we there's nothing in it. It's just like this going through here. But so yeah, we're obviously gonna have to update it, and then after we update it, update the coast-to-coast map. Then New York will have, not New York, New Mexico will have a bunch of alien stuff in it. And then then we can continue our series. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself because, you know, it's taken them forever to... I think I could have a child by the time they're like 16 years old or 18 years old or whatever age. They still won't have the entire map released if they're going to go through this much trouble to get one state out. They talked about releasing it a couple months ago. But it seems like every 6 months to a year they release another map. So like I said in previous episodes, it's probably going to take about 44 years. Or maybe somebody else will come out with a truck simulator game. That has the entire United States. I know that's very hard to make. You know, most games that you play, where are we going up here? Most games that you play don't have big cities. And when like, even Grand Theft, where am I going? Even like Grand Theft, I don't know if I have to do this, or the 20 just turning. Oh, it's the 20 just going south. Like Grand Theft Auto, is based out of, or is based like California, or maybe it's just Southern California, like Los Angeles area. I think it's based, yeah, like a Los Angeles area map. And there's so much like detail put into that. Just imagine having 48 other places just like that. You got to have a lot of developers. Where are we going here? Austin or San Antonio? We're getting off here, I know that. And then where are we going? This way? I have to like really look at the map because they brought with the coast to coast map, they brought the map back so far. It used to be like right on there, now it's, so we're basically just, why couldn't we just go straight? Why did we have to do that? I think it'd be a lot easier if we could just go straight instead of having to get off an exit. Now where are we going? Here? No. This reminds me of the Nogales area. You got to do something like that. I think before or after you pass Tucson on the way to Nogales, Arizona, you got to do like something similar to that to get down there. So we're going through Dallas, and Dallas is on both sides of the map, which I enjoy. Let's see how many hours we got to sleep. 8 hours and 8 minutes. What do we have when he started? About 13 hours, so 5 hours. Yeah. So wherever we sleep from here, well, after, I want to say 13 hours, we can make it straight there. We're on the 45, I've never heard of it. Why is this guy riding my rear end? Is what I want to know. Steel cables. So apparently I took out the real engine sounds. I don't really hear a difference. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you guys. I bought Euro Truck Simulator Euro Truck 2, which is basically the one that came out before this game came out. I want to say it came out in 2013 or 2014. It may have been 2013, but it's a pretty cool place. And where I started was Belgium, Belgium, or you drive like you do in America. It was only $5 for the $4.99 for the game, and if you want France, you got to pay like $20. I was completely off on like how many cities there are. I mean, I still don't know how many cities there are, but as far as the hold on a second. Where are we sleeping at? As far as the where are we? You'll probably make it to here. Yeah, we'll make it to there, and then we'll sleep there. Possibly. Or maybe we'll just sleep here. No, I could probably make it to here, sleep there, and then, yeah. So, yeah, you mostly, unless you go to France, I think you drive on the, you want to get a right-hand drive truck, and you can switch it around in the shop anytime you want. But I got left-hand drive, which is like America. They have Belgium, Poland, Czech Republic, or Czech something, or maybe it's just Czech. I don't know. United Kingdom. And I think the United Kingdom was on the other side of the water. I could be completely wrong, but I think it was on the other side of the water, and you had to take a toll boat, or not a toll boat, a boat, yeah, like a boat that charged you money to go across the water, which I thought was pretty cool. But I ended up refunding the game. I only played like 45 minutes of it. I was like, this is pretty much exactly the same. The only thing I wish they had more of in the American Truck Simulator was cab over trucks, which is everything in that game is cab over trucks. But they're just funky looking. Every single one of them looks the same. I mean, you could say the same for this game, but you get to personalize your truck any way you want, and I'm sure you can in that game as well. But like the fronts of the trucks, all the trucks have a bunch of lights on the front ends, and then they do have, you can use like Jazzy Cat's car traffic mod over there. So I put all the mods in the game, and you can even use a truck like this one that I'm driving. But the problem is when you're going through a toll booth, that game isn't really set up for having a big old front end truck. So if you hit the toll booth, sometimes you gotta literally hit the toll booth in order to pay the toll, because the game is expecting you to be in a cab over truck, where the front of your truck, you know, as soon as you're, I mean, within 2 feet of hitting the thing that goes up and down for, you know, after you pay, they're expecting you to be like right there. And when you have a truck like this one, your body has to be within that paying area, and so sometimes it'll glitch out and you'll have to abandon your job. And I've seen that done. I mean, I've seen people do it before, and they get damaged for it. They eventually do get to pay for it, but it takes like forever. You know, it takes like 5 minutes, and that's 5 minutes on a bunch of toll roads that are over there in Europe. So I don't know. I think I saw, like, without the France mod, I think I saw like, and without the Italy mod, or maybe Italy was there. I'm not sure. I think I saw like 200 cities, but they're pretty much the same size as this game. They're not big cities. So I'm like, I mean, I wanted to try the right-hand driving, but I don't know if I can get used to that. And then, you know, to go back to American Truck, and, you know, I'm sure it's like riding a bike, but and you never know. If I played that game for like 20 or 10 hours in a row, and then I went back to this game, it'd probably be like riding a bike. I don't know. I can easily get back to driver's seat being on the left hand instead of the right hand. But like I said, most of the places I was driving in, especially like I think it's called Belgium. Belgium. That was right left-hand drive. That was just like over here. I think it's France is the one. That's where they get you to spend money. You could buy the game for $5. But if you want all of the places, you know, like every single place, you're gonna spend probably about $35, which is probably what they want you to spend. That's too high. No, that's way too low. That's probably what they want you to spend when you're buying that game. I just wanted to, you know, kind of test it out, and they didn't have like a free version. And since you on Steam you could on Steam you could, as long as you don't play the game more than 2 hours, you can refund it, which is awesome. So I did it that way. I just wanted to see what Euro Truck was all about. And they have so many mods, like so many mods. Like, I thought this game had a lot of mods. No, that game has like quadruple as many mods as, you know. And I don't even know what half of them are for because I can't tell. And then as far as the stores go, you know, I couldn't tell you if a default store was different from a regular store over there when it comes to their gas stations and their drop-off points. You know, we have like Walmart. They have something else. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they got something else. So I couldn't even tell the difference if it was a default store that the game made up, or if it was one that, you know, is real, like, you know, like a real store is what I'm trying to get at. And the cars too. Before I installed Jazzy Cat's car mod, you know, other than the trucks, you know, they have like Scania. People are probably gonna, well, I don't know if people that watch Euro Truck are gonna watch this, but Scania, Mercedes-Benz, and Renault, and there's probably 10 different vanilla companies that came with the game that are in Volvo that came with the game. We only get Peterbilt and Kenworth, and the only reason I have Volvo is because I have the mod. So they get 10 and we get 2. We get Kenworth and Peterbilt, and they get like about, I think I saw about 10 of them. The ones that really stuck with me are Scania, whatever, Renault, Mercedes-Benz, and something else. Skoda? No, maybe that's something else. I don't know. But those are the only ones that kind of really stuck with me. But I seriously saw a list of all, like I'm like, I don't know what truck I want. They all pretty much look the same, except they have a different logo on the front of them, and the interiors are a lot nicer. Like if you were to get a Mercedes versus a Scania. Those seem very popular over there. 4 hours and 10 minutes. We're tired. Well, we're pretty close to our destination, so that truck stop thing should be coming up. What is this? Welcome to anything? Bienvenido a Louisiana. Are we in Mexico? What the heck? I don't think it says that. Oh, here comes our sleeping spot. Get gas too? Might as well. What is on? Go off. What is this called? Yummy subs and salads? Let's see. I'll see what it's called when I'm done here. BP. Oh, BP oil spill. Too soon? See, I didn't want to do that. That's why I looked out my mirror. These seem like really weird parking spots. Whatever. These trucks ain't going anywhere anyways. Nobody there? I'm going through all my low gears. I think I'll do 8 low. So we're almost to our destination. 5 hours remain. Let's see how much sleep. 13 hours, 45 minutes. So it'll probably start at 14 hours. It used to give us somewhere like 17, 18 hours when I had a mod in there called less sleep, more work or something. I don't know what happened to that mod, or maybe it doesn't work with this coast to coast map, or maybe it didn't work with something with the truck, or I don't know. I don't think it worked with something, so I had to take it out. Hey, Arizona bread truck is over here, or whatever that is. Bread Company. Arizona Bread Company. Oh, the speed limit. Going like 20 over. I'll go 70. I'll go 5 over. So we'll get there around 12. We'll get there around midnight, maybe a little sooner, depending on how much of a lead foot I have. I got pretty close to that guy. I had to back off a little bit. But yeah, I wish they would add, you know, Freightliner as a default truck, and Mac, and International, and even Volvo as a vanilla truck of the game. That'd be awesome just to have, you know, to have a Freightliner without having to use a mod or have, you know, because I really like the FLB truck, the what I call the Terminator truck, just because I like the cab over trucks, but I don't want to install, you know, so many different mods and then have them all not work, or, you know, have something happen and then I end up losing all that, or, you know, losing the truck and losing the girl. Get off your phone, Mandy. Gosh. You know, just losing, you know, I have like 20 episodes and then I have to find a new truck. Or, you know, like the Peterbilt that I have right now, 389, but, you know, with more customization that you can actually do to the truck. That should just be something that the vanilla trucks have. You should be able to put you know, headlights and paint stuff, and, you know, have as many lights as you want on it. Because I used to like the Freightliner Classic XL. I used to have that truck. That was the over-the-top truck. In my version 1.4, I believe. The only thing I didn't like about that truck is it didn't turn as much as my steering wheel turned. So, like with this truck turns exactly as many turns as my wheel turns, and it's right on the you know, it's exactly what I'm doing is exactly what the game steering wheel is doing. The Freightliner one was way off, and I think because it didn't turn as many rotations as my steering wheel turned. So when I would be at like one turn all the way, it would be like a half a turn or something crazy. So that's my only beef I had with that truck. Other than that, I like the truck. I liked, you know, but I also wish you could do a lot more things to it. Not with the skins itself, but just with the lights and stuff in general, because like I've said before, when I first started playing this game, I wasn't a person that liked that many lights, and then as I started trucking more and more, I mean, this game I've been playing for 300 plus hours, maybe 400 hours, I want to say, or at least that's what my Steam says. I've been slowly becoming a light freak. You know, I wish you could, you know, like the interior toggle buttons, but I don't have any on this truck. But maybe if I had like a Freightliner XL or something, just make all the toggle switches like blue behind them, or you know, just make it like, you know, just trick out the entire interior lights. I don't like to do anything with the dashboard lights. I like those to stay pretty stock because of they'd probably mess with my vision. Or I'd probably get, like I said before, you could put orange lights. I forgot on which truck, but you could put orange lights on the speedometer, and you could make the white, like where the speedometer stick thing is. I forgot what it's called, but you can make the dials orange, and then you can change the color of the sticks to all be a different color. I like what they are right now, white, because that's just what I'm used to. But all the ones off to the side, I would be up for changing, you know, the ones that are, you know, to the right of my steering wheel, all the air pressure and all that stuff, or whatever those are for. I wish if I was like looking down to where like the air conditioner is, you know, just have a bunch of blue lights down there. That'd be awesome. Like, just have them there, but not be able to completely see them. Like, we could add different, what is it? Interior lights. We can make our interior lights like blue and orange and stuff like that. I think we're coming up on a yield sign. Nope, it's a stop sign. So why did it say yield? Hey, I floated the gear. I'm trying to get better at that. Well, that was a while ago, but New Orleans discovered. Or New Orleans. I started messing with that when I had Euro Truck. Because I wasn't on advanced clutch only or something. I was on advanced, but I wasn't on clutch only. And once I put it on clutch only, I realized that I could float the gears. You gotta match the revs though. And as you can see, I'm not that good at matching the revs, because I personally don't know what that means. I'm sure it's a very easy thing to do once I get the definition of it, but I just don't have the time. When I'm free from playing my games, the last thing I want to be doing is Googling something about the game. I pass it? No. This is the entrance? Yes. Where are we going? We're not going there. This one again. Let me see if I could pull up either straight or the... Yeah. How far are we from... Yeah. I'm gonna try and do this from a different angle of approach anyway. Even though there's not that much room to do anything over here. switch this. Where is it at? I think it's way over there more. Yeah, it is way over there more. Well, if I come in over here. Nobody wants your automatic parking. What am I doing? What am I looking like? I mean, no. Let's see if I can pull forward just enough to get into this little spot over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it quite like I anticipated. Really? No. I'm way off. Hold on. Is there anything over there? Well, there's a curve over there, but I... No. I don't like it. My truck might just have to be crooked. Yep, that'll have to work. It's so hard to get in that spot with your truck completely straight. Yeah, that'll have to work. Excellent. 975 miles, 23 hours, 29 minutes, almost a day. 143.1 gallons 143.1 gallons consumed. $22,427, 1,178 XP. So, yeah. Let me pull out of here. How nice. Alright guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. Guys and girls, I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care.